I question what the hardest thing to do is. I thought it's finding love, but I got it so many times I believe it may be shaped as my palm. I thought the hardest thing to do was forgive you, but I forgave you like you hadn't wrecked all the furniture of our house picked out by you. I never liked that sofa cover. I thought the hardest thing to do was get over you, but the water bottle by my nightstand has witnessed bravery, for I've used it to replace all the tears I shed over you. My curtains take pride in the way I drew them every morning despite the darkness I craved. I've crawled myself out of holes I hadn't dug, reaching out to roads not knowing where they're leading, but I walked anyway. I thought the hardest thing to do was follow what my heart wants, but when it wanted you, you walked towards me like a path had already been lit. When it wanted art, it landed me staring at my own book in my hand, and when it wanted another country, I made it home. Sitting here in my privilege of wondering what that is making me feel empty, I've realized that the hardest thing to do is to be honest. To accept when I'm wrong, that I missed when my words spill like wine all over you, it would be the hardest stain to get rid of. To accept that I have sins, really loud ones, that sometimes ring in my ears even if I boast that I'm not so religious. To accept that my thoughts aren't always politically aligned, and that I jump to conclusions in my head like a skipping rope champion, even if my thoughts are never converted into actions. The hardest thing to do is to be honest, that even though I'm here, I have no idea where to go, that even though the anxiety pills have reduced, I still fear my anxiety crawling back into me like it's a shadow I'm afraid I wouldn't know myself without, that I look confident but my hands shake every time I really want to say what I feel, for my feelings may be too strong, like a drink with a double shot the bartender who winked at you added and you didn't ask for. I'm afraid of being honest, that despite you loving me like a fountain in the middle of a sea, I still find the water level too low to swim in and too deep to drown in. The hardest thing is knowing that I'm greedy for so much more. And honestly, you don't know where it'll come from, why I need it. If I'm being honest, I don't know how this heart expanded into a continent, needing experiences to be absorbed into a life I cut down day after day, doing nothing new. If I'm being honest, I don't know what love is anymore, and whether I will ever feel complete, whole at that place that girl I follow on Instagram is. If I'm being honest, sometimes I wonder if it would only come with the size 28 jeans that fit, the bestseller, the dog and that dream home, all the superficiality. I tell people I really do not need to be happy. If I'm being honest, I'm sorry that I lie so many times without knowing. The truth is, I feel many times at being the person you expect of me. And I'm so afraid that the next time I look in the mirror, I may make my reflection run, shocked by who is looking back is not her, but somebody else.